everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you to my new subscribers as well as my existing subscribers, and those of you who have purchased personal readings from me. It does help to keep the channel going. I've been busy doing readings all day, but I decided to get on here and give you guys a reading. I asked on my page, what you all wanted me to do next, and messages from your person was the most requested. I will do another topic, but I just wanted to get another video out for you since it's been about a week since my last one. If you haven't checked out my latest Instagram pick-a-card, it's an energy checkup for you and your person. Please do so. The link to my Instagram is in the description box below this video. Also, I wanted to say, please double check my email address when messaging me. There's been some issues with people messaging the wrong email. So my email is theoracledragon88@gmail.com. So you got to remember to put that 88 after my name. Okay, so theoracledragon88@gmail.com. Also, I've decided that I'm planning to make a short video on understanding general tarot readings for my newbies, and perhaps for some who have been watching them for a while but still have some questions or are unclear on certain aspects of how to take or receive a tarot reading. So I think I'm going to do that as soon as I get a free moment to do that. But that's it for announcements, I think. Again, thank you so much for tuning in, and tonight's reading is going to be messages from your person and their next move, okay, plus charms. I'm going to try not to, well, actually that wasn't my fault. The last time the video cut off at the end of option 3. It was the shadow of Mercury retrograde. It is now presently Mercury retrograde, which can cause technical difficulties. So crossing my fingers that there aren't any technical difficulties with this video, and that way everybody can get their charms reading. So I apologize for the cutoff in the last video. So we're going to do that. But messages from your person, their next move, plus charms. So I've got the options laid out here for you. So for option 1, we've got the orange card, and this stone representing this is actually representing the throat chakra, okay? So the throat chakra, the Vishuddha chakra, and it is also a stone of knowledge, or a chakra of knowledge. And the second option is this pink card here, and this is the green. It doesn't look green on the camera, but it is green, representing the heart chakra, the Anahata chakra, and it represents balance. Then I was at my favorite metaphysical bookstore today, and I could not resist this little vial of gold. It sounds so fancy. It's gold. It's from a U.S. small mining company that seeks to preserve the traditions and history of the Old West. But there is an energetic value to gold, and that is that it has a balancing and harmonizing effect on the body, mind, and spirit. And so it's good for improving mental attitude and emotional states, and also promotes energy, willpower, and focus. But while it might be tempting to favor a certain option here, or a certain stone based on the looks, do use your intuition. That's how you get the reading that's right for you, okay? So in order to do that, you can close your eyes, take a deep breath in through the nose nice and slow, and out through the mouth nice and slow. Open your eyes, and the first object or card that your eyes go to is usually the right reading for you, okay? Sometimes the readings are linked or overlap, so you can watch as many of the options as you feel drawn to. Also, if you start watching a reading and it doesn't seem to resonate with you, don't try to force it to fit your situation. Maybe choose another option or another video. So again, those options: option number 1, option number 2, option number 3. So go ahead and pause the video if you need more time. I'm going to get started with option 1. As always, timestamps for the options are in the description box below, and I'm going to try to get them pinned in the comment section as well. If I don't get to it, I'd appreciate anyone who would get to that for me. But yeah, so let's get started. Welcome, option 1. This is your messages from your person reading and their next move towards you, plus charms. Charms will be pulled at the end for those who chose the blue stone for the throat chakra. Your first message is, I need my space and alone time. So this person tells you that they need their space and alone time. Well, that's never any fun. So I'm feeling drawn this time to get started with the romance angels. I haven't been using those as much lately. So just to get an overall feel for the energy of the connections for those who have chosen option 1, angel spirits and guides for the collective who have chosen option 1. Give us a romance angels card that can give us overall clarity and guidance on this connection, please, for option 1. For those who have chosen option 1, so a romance angels card that gives overall clarity and guidance on option 1's love interest and their connection. Alright, we've got the deception card. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. Okay, so they're needing their space and alone time, perhaps because they can't or don't want to show you the real them. Sometimes that's what that card can be talking about. Not only does it speak of, outright deception, but it can talk about, simply something as mild as being polite when you don't feel like being polite, because you're afraid of offending your person, or they're afraid of offending you or showing their true feelings. And I feel drawn to say that this time with that card. It could be, that this person is not sharing something with you that they should be, but this card generally says that you probably know what this is pertaining to. If this person is retreating to have alone time to prevent you from seeing the true them or to keep something from you, or if they are still around you but they're just not being their true selves or being overly polite to mask their true feelings, it is because this person is trying to protect their heart. So if you resonate with this, then take that message, why are you trying to protect your heart? So, relationships do best when both people are being genuine and discuss their true feelings, even though that might be uncomfortable. It will improve the relationship on many levels. Okay, so let's get some messages from your person cards. Let's get some more of those. So go ahead and think about your person. Angel spirits and guides for the collective who have chosen option 1. What messages does their person have for them? What messages does their love interest have for option 1, please? What would they like to say to them? What do they want to tell them? It says, I feel remorse for mistreating you. So apparently this person has mistreated you and they feel remorse for that. Could be something to do with that deception. I got my karma bad for how I treated you. Okay, this person got their karma bad for how they treated you. And I've never felt this connected to anyone before. What else does option 1's person want to tell them, please? What else does option 1's person want to tell them, please? Anything else? think that's all they wanted to say to you, option 1. Maybe they'll want to say more later. Let's get started on these here. I'm going to pull some love oracles to try to get some more insight, overall clarity, and guidance on this situation here. Angel, spirits, and guides, could you give us more overall clarity and guidance for option 1 regarding these messages from option 1's love interest, please? Palm tree, stability, security, permanence, growth, endurance, and flexibility. Okay, I think this is where this person comes in with they've never felt this connected to anyone before. That with you, they feel like they could have stability, security, and growth, something permanent, something that stands the test of time. But not today. Which explains, you know, if they've behaved deceptively towards you or mistreated you in some way, that they now feel bad and got their karma for, you know, they're retreated, licking their wounds because they are not ready to deal with the hurt that they caused. They're avoiding a conversation or a call with you, and, you know, they're enforcing their boundaries and are potentially still angry. They could be angry at you. They could be angry at themselves. Take what resonates. Feel, you know, like a lot of them are angry at themselves. I like you. Someone likes you. Romance is blooming, fun, flirting, want to date. So they do like you. They do care for you. They do want to date you, but they are they're not dealing because they're avoiding making this call because they know that they hurt you, they mistreated you, they deceived you in some way. They weren't being genuine with you, even though they saw you and see you now. Perhaps now they see you as someone that they could have something lasting with, whereas before they were either refusing to see that through self-deception, or they didn't realize that they felt that way about you or didn't feel that way about you until after they got their karma. So they had to learn the hard way. The sword and the rose. Yep. They had to learn the hard way. Clarity, truth, revelation, solidarity, force, honor, protection, power. So I think they see your power, the power of this connection, and now they just want to come in and protect you. They want to reveal their truth to you, give you clarity on the situation, and honor you in the way that they hadn't before. But they almost feel like they would have to force your solidarity or cooperation in this connection because of the way that they treated you. And, you know, they don't know how to go about doing that. Let's get one more here for option 1. Heartbroken, deeply hurt, sad, separation, breakup, feeling lost, grieving, mourning. So this person is in mourning, and a lot of you are probably in separation or no contact, certainly emotionally separated and hurt right now. This person broke your heart. They, at the very least, they hurt you, and they feel, you know, heartbroken themselves and sad over it as well. And they feel lost as to what to do. So since they don't know what to do, they're just taking their space, and they've retreated and have their guards up, even though they know that they feel so connected to you. I do feel like they are interested in talking to you. I feel like some of them are waiting for you to message them, to text or call, email. I feel like they do want to suck you back in, or for you to suck them back in. But they want to come back together with you, but in a way that, you know, that makes it easy for them, since they don't know how to do it themselves at this time. So let's see, what are their next moves after they're done retreating and hiding and being in their feelings about what they did? What are their next moves for option 1? What's their person's next moves? We've got the Ten of Staffs in reverse, Option 1, what is their person's next move? 2 of Staffs. So they're watching and waiting. They feel sad without you. They view you as the world. I mean, they see your value now after they hurt you and got their karma. And it makes them feel sad that they don't have you with them, but they don't know exactly how to get you now after what they've done. So this is a burdensome time for them. They feel heavy, and so as a result, they're just taking a break from the weight of this connection. And they're swinging in the breeze, not making a decision. We've got the 10 of Staffs in reverse, which talks about, because in the upright it says, somebody is carrying a heavy load and they're getting ready to finish a cycle of really hard work that's going to pay off because it's going to be worth it. But with it being reversed, that energy is on pause. And in the meantime, they're sitting here on this ledge watching you from a distance, perhaps on social media or some other way where they're sitting, planning, thinking about how to approach you, how to become a partner with you again. They are just really confused with the Hanged Man in reverse. Even the Hanged Man in the upright position is someone who is swinging in the breeze. They're in a stagnant energy. They're not really making a move. So it is possible that for some of you, this person is coming out of that energy. But at least when they're in the upright, it's constructive that they're like hanging out because they're meditating on their path forward towards you. They're getting a different perspective on things to help them to figure out how to move towards you. Whereas when it's in reverse, it's like, for a lot of you, this person's at a crossroads and can't make a decision. So they really need to get out of their ego and into spirit, but they may not be willing to do that. So it's likely they haven't been paying attention to their real needs, and this has caused them frustration. We see that this is someone who is prone to self-deception. They had to mess up really badly and get their karma before they could even acknowledge your value. So this is someone that doesn't see things too clearly sometimes, or maybe a lot of times. So while they might have made sacrifices, it's like they've sacrificed the wrong things. And this just causes them more setbacks and more frustration about how to come towards you. So there's something that they need to let go of, but they're resisting. And they feel hung up on you, hung up on how to approach you, hung up on what they did. There's guilt here, and they haven't been true to themselves up till now. So if this person is in a third-party connection, if you know that this person is involved with somebody else, a third party, another person, or some other situation like family or work that keeps them from you, it could be that this is what they're clinging to avoid having to face you and face what they've done. That is their excuse for not moving towards you. But also I get the sense that this person wonders if perhaps they're hung up on you and you no longer return their affection. So again, there's something that this person needs to give up, and I think it has to do with their ego, that they need to give up in order to come towards you. They have to swallow their pride, and they're really resisting doing that. Let's get some Mystic Moon oracles about this. Angel spirits and guides, please give us more clarity on this situation here. There's definitely a change that this person needs to make, and they're really resisting it, even though it would be in their best good to do it, even though a large part of them wants to do it. They're just so emotional, I feel. Underneath they're emotional. And we've got the conclusion. Yeah, they're coming to some sort of a conclusion here, and that's what's evading them. Like, what is the right path to take, the right approach to make towards you? They've concluded that they have these feelings for you, that they've never felt this connected to anyone before, that you hold the key to their heart, that you are the key that unlocks their heart, and yet how can they come towards you after what they've done, or they've done something? Ascending. It requires them to grow, and they're experiencing these growth pains, but you know, the light is calling to them that this connection needs to move up to a higher level. And they made the conclusion that this is what they have to do. They understand that now. What's caused them to understand is this grief. While the grief has unlocked their confusion about what you mean to them, it's also numbed them, okay? Because they swing from feeling grief, which makes them feel immobile and like not doing anything, to feeling, you know, happiness and recognition of who you really are to them, how much they really care for you, the deep emotions that they have for you, the love that they have for you. That's what they swing between, you know. Any other messages for option 1, please, regarding these messages from their love interest? Not right now. They are awakening. I feel they're awakening. Any other messages for option 1 regarding this connection and regarding those who have chosen option 1? I did it. I cut off the karmic. So for some of you, there was another person that they were involved with. And that is perhaps what the deception is, and why they're so afraid of calling you and of facing up to what they've done. Again, you know, if you know that it's not a third-party situation in terms of another person, it could be work or family or friends, anything that interferes with the connection. Any other messages from option 1's love interest? That one flipped out. I didn't realize how much my upbringing and family still influences me. So I was going to say, with this moon card, for some of you, you might remind this person of their mother, and that's like good and bad both. Because if they have a complex or difficult relationship with their mother, and you in any way remind them of that, this has complicated your connection. And I feel like, you know, this has influenced them more than they thought it would. I do feel like a lot of you have a water sign energy to you, whether you're actually a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, or have that in your chart. Regardless of gender, you have this nurturing energy about you. You're the type that likes to lavish those you care about with attention and love, and to really be there for them. You're a good listener. You have a lot of nurturing parental energy about you. So while this is what makes this person loves you and care for you, it also, you know, makes them feel, you know, feelings around, maybe unresolved feelings around their childhood, and what nurturing they didn't get, or if they have any sort of blockages to love because they didn't get the nurturing that they wanted from their mother or from a parental figure. If there was any sort of conflict in that sort of relationship, I feel like that has subconsciously infected this connection. But the good news is that this person is realizing that that's part of why they lashed out, like a child that lashes out against its mother for not getting what it wants. Whether the mother did anything wrong or not, this is sort of the energy that I'm feeling for those this resonates with, that they were deceptive towards you in some way, in part as a rebellion against, you know, that nurturing part of you, which is something that they loved but also feared, I feel. And this could have actually made you walk away because you weren't getting, it was taking too long for you to get a solid offer from this person. Could have been they walked away, but I'm reading for a lot of different people, so just take what resonates and forget what doesn't. those are the reason why. So I'm going to get answers from your guides. And then I'm going to wrap up the reading. This reading isn't going to be as long as, other readings. So just FYI, and then I will do your charms as well. This is, answers from your guides here. This one in here. Just to give you overall clarity and guidance. Let's get messages from your guides. Got messages from your person. Let's get messages from your guides about this connection. For option 1's love connection, what do their guides have to say? For the collective who have chosen option 1, what message does their guide need them to know about this connection, please? Their guides. What do their guides want to say? Show us what we need to see. What do their guides want to tell them? Option 1. About this love interest that they're dealing with. This person. Competition, warrior guide. Just looking on here, we've got like a Native American chieftain and a couple of warriors standing. So yeah, your guides around you. Some of you might have a native guide. Also, we've got, it looks like a Viking guide and some other type of guide with the spear here. But yeah, your guides are around you. They're supporting you. They've got your back. But you're in a tug of war with this person. Or at least you were, and that was part of what led up to the problems in this connection. Either you're in tug of war with this person, or you're tug of war with a karmic third party. So I'm going to read from the book on that because the book is great. This book is really fantastic, and it's still sort of a new deck to me. And it's number 17. I don't know if somebody was born on the 17th or if that has significance. That breaks down to an 8, so that's an 8 life path. Somebody could have an 8 life path or have that in their core numbers in numerology. That's a karmic number, number 8. So if you guys don't like the reading from the book, feel free to fast forward to the charms. But this is strife, arguments, conflict, and battle. This is a time of conflict and challenge, pure and simple. No matter how you look at it, confrontation and discord are on the horizons. Others don't agree with you or see your perspective, and they don't intend to cooperate with you in any way. This could surface in such serious ways as legal battles, divorce proceedings, and contract negotiations. So this person is said they're leaving the karmic. Could be they're getting a divorce if, if they're married, or they're breaking maybe a lease, something along those lines. Or it could just be an impasse with a spouse over a raised toilet seat. Okay, it could be something small for some of you. Whatever the issue, there is no immediate or easy resolution. You've attracted a worthy opponent, so prepare to go the distance. This is not to assume, however, that such combative scenarios are always a bad thing. Your warrior guides are present to enlighten you about the benefit of sparring with others. Competition brings out your best and unleashes your passion and commitment in whatever you believe in. It develops your strength and prevents you from being victimized or manipulated by others, and it teaches you the need to respect others too and not mindlessly impose your will on them. Maybe this is what this person was doing to you, and then they got their karma for that. Could be. Take it vice versa if it's vice versa. Your warrior guides suggests that when you do battle with others, it's best to fight fairly and learn from conflict. Don't compete just to let off steam. Fight for progress and higher understanding for all concerned rather than just being difficult to get your own way. Didn't I say that about something about you perhaps reminding him of that parental dynamic where he felt like he had to rebel against you? I say, he, because I channel as a feminine, but use the pronoun that applies to your situation. Yeah, this is what this is saying. Being difficult to get your own way. Hidden within the drama of battle and competition are the seeds of true understanding and compassion. The best spiritual warriors always strive for a win-win outcome. Your warrior guide suggests that you embrace the battles at hand to find your strength and reach for growth. Fight the good fight with your adversaries, but pray for divine justice to prevail, not just your personal version of justice. The message is fight fair, but concede when you are in the wrong. So this is what this person is having difficulty doing, is conceding because they were in the wrong and they know it. And how do they communicate that with you while saving face? This is what they have to decide. This is what they have to figure out, and realize that you are not their adversary. So it could be a long time. It could be a while. I got no pentacles came out in this reading, but that was sort of the sense as I was reading the cards. This could be, it could take a while for you guys to come back together and get on the same page, and for things to start going smoothly. It's not because this person doesn't love you, and it's not because they don't know or haven't come to the conclusion that you are the one for them, and that they really care for you and want to be back into communication with you, because we see that they do. It's just that how can they swallow this enormous pride that they have in order to reconcile with you, basically. I don't know. That's just silly. If you love someone, you should say it, and you should admit it if you're wrong, but, not everybody thinks that way. So let's get some charms here. I've just got a few charms right now. This is something new that I'm doing, so I'll add more charms as the need arises. In the description box below, I do have my wish list linked, and there are charms on that if anybody would want to do an energy exchange donation. Okay, so we've got, there's the key here. So just to double down on that message, if there was any doubt, you do hold the key to this person's heart. They do see this going some, further with this card. What is this? It's like a flower. It's a ring flower. Flower ring. And it's got yellow in it. So it may be, yellow is a color of friendship. It's also a color of the solar plexus. So I feel like, this may need to start off as friends again. You might need to, since this person has approached you somewhat like an adversary in the past, or even at present, where there's still some energy of you guys being at odds, would need to be like a truce made, and this friendly, energetic energy established between you of friendship. And also this is representing the confidence from the solar plexus that this person needs to conjure up in order to come for you, even to just be your friend. But that's a cute little ring. And of course, rings can represent, a commitment. This isn't like a diamond ring, so not necessarily an engagement ring, but maybe like a promise ring or just something like that. And seeing you as a flower, seeing you as beautiful, seeing you as someone that's worthy of being given to. And this is an interesting little charm. This kind of reminds me of the fleur de lis. It's not exactly that. And it's got they're like little stones that are kind of pearlescent, but they're not quite. This is an interesting shape. I'm not sure what this is supposed to be. It kind of looks like a totem pole, and these are like little faces. I think, okay, when I was looking at the cards, some of you have a past life with this person in Native American or an Indian or indigenous tribe. But I'm thinking, I think this speaks to like the whimsy of the connection, the sort of delight that you find in one another when times are good. And the fleur de lis, in case you didn't know, is a symbol of the divine feminine. And I don't know why, because it doesn't really look that much like it, but that's the first thing I thought when I saw it, and especially coming off of the fact of this little feminine ring here. And what was the others? And we've got one more. It looks like a bass. Well, it's a fish anyway. So golden fish, this person might be Pisces, or have it in their chart, or you might be Pisces or have it in your chart. Hangman is also ruled by Uranus, which is a ruler of Pisces, but it speaks to depth and deep emotions. It also speaks to flitteriness or nervousness, like real nervous about coming forth, being skittish, being easily spooked. This person is. And need for courage. Alright, option 1, thank you so much for tuning in. Again, I appreciate you. And if you liked the reading, hit the like button. If it resonated, please consider subscribing and leave a comment section down below. And if you'd like a personal reading, I'm taking those on a limited basis. My contact information is in the description box below as well. I'm moving on to option 2. Take a drink of my tea here. Excuse me. Okay. Welcome option 2. Those who chose this green heart chakra stone. So this is a message from your person. I am coming back to you. So this is for viewers who are in separation from their person, if not physical separation, emotional separation. If that doesn't resonate with you, maybe think about choosing another option, or you can stay here. If you were drawn to this video, there's probably, or this option, then there's probably a message in here for you. But this person's first message to you is, I am coming back to you. So I'm going to do for you like I did for the first option and pull a Romance Angels card to get an overall feel, overall clarity and guidance on the reading. Angel spirits and guides for the collective who have chosen option 2 to give us overall clarity and guidance on their love interest and on this connection, please. For those who have chosen option 2. Show us what we need to see, what's going on in this connection for option 2 with their love interest. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith bring you romance. Okay, so there's a need here. The guides are saying to you to stay optimistic about your love life, that you will get the romance that you're seeking, but you do need to stay positive about it. I don't know if you've been complaining a lot or worrying a lot, but you're being guided to shift to a more optimistic perception, as this person says they are coming back to you. Even if this person has let you down, which it seems like they have, the cards are saying that, there's still reason to hold faith, that real love can be yours if you take it, or if you want it. And so take, any action steps that you take, make those positive and with a positive heart, so that you can get the love that you desire. Okay? You can even begin visualizing yourself as romantically happy and satisfied. And imagine yourself with this person, if you want this person, or with your ideal partner, somebody who embodies all the qualities that are important to you. And imagine them loving you back and appreciating and loving you equally back, okay? You could even write lists, or, write in your journal, focus on those feelings of hope and desire. And if you know about dream boards, or if you have a dream board, spend a few minutes a day focusing on that, and then just release it and don't worry about it anymore here. This is really saying that you can manifest love with this person. And you can manifest your dreams and desires related to love and romance with a positive outlook. And that will also make you more attractive to this person as well, which will definitely help your relationship, not only with this person, but with everyone else in your life. So that is that. Let's get some more messages from your person. Let's go ahead and think about your person, the person you came to this video about or for. Angel, spirits, and guides. Those who have chosen option 2, what else does their love interest want to tell them, please? What would they say to them? What do they want to say to option 2? What does option 2's love interest want to tell them? This came out in option 1, and you just saw me shuffle these cards a bunch of times. Okay. I've never felt this connected to anyone before. I'm telling you, somebody that watches my video has a very pushy love interest or soulmate whose higher self just kind of takes over the readings, takes over the video, and puts a thread between all of the videos lately to sync messages into each video for you. So that's pretty impressive. This person's strong energy. Okay, so this is yeah, I've never felt this connected to anyone before. That's why they're coming back to you. What other messages does this person want or have to say for option 2, please? Our paths will cross again. So you must be in separation. If there is some question as to whether or not you will see each other again, this person assures you that you will. I just feel we are on the same page right now. And again, that's a reference to the first reading. Feeling that you're not on the same page right now. In the first reading, it was because this person had too much pride to apologize for something that they need to apologize for. But you can track option 2. You're being told that you can attract this person in through manifestation techniques, keeping a positive attitude. I don't want to disrupt the life of my child or lives of my children. So either this person has children and feels that coming back to you now would disrupt their lives. Perhaps you have children together for some of you, and for others of you, this person, if they don't have children, they might be younger people, nieces or nephews that would be affected, or the inner child this can speak to as well. Their own inner child would be disrupted if they're in an unstable place in their life and they found some sort of equilibrium within themselves. They are not willing to risk that delicate balance that they've struck with themselves emotionally by coming back to you right now. Take what resonates on that. I'm reading for a lot of different people. So any other messages from this person for option 2? Let's get some Mystic Moon Oracles. Angels, spirits, and guides for those who have chosen option 2. Please give us overall clarity and guidance regarding their connection with their love interest. Give us clarity on these messages from this love interest of option 2. Destruction. So this person might have to destruct something in their life in order to cross paths with you again, or they feel that for some reason, if they were to do that, that if they were to do that at this time, that it would cause destruction. For many of you, they do view you as their divine feminine, or they feel that you are their divine feminine, if not those words exactly, that you are a soulmate, regardless of gender. Divine feminine can be, either gender, but that's an energy that they feel about you, that you are a higher level soulmate, and that in divine timing that this will happen. So this isn't on your timing, and it's nothing that either one of you can force. It's something that has to happen naturally and organically on the universe's timing. But I feel that you can influence that through your manifestation techniques and your attitude and your energy. Victim. So if any of you have been feeling the victim because of this connection not coming together as quickly as you would like, or because this person has wronged you in some way, or because you are in separation, then you're being asked to let go of that victim mentality, as it only holds you back from being with this person. And if this person is in a victim-like energy, which I feel that they probably are mirroring you to some degree, or if you're not in a victim mentality at all, they are. This is something that holds them back from coming towards you as well. This fear of destruction, if they were to come towards you, this fear of losing out, losing everything for some of them. Particularly if they are in another commitment, living situation, or marriage. And it could be as simple as them needing to do shadow work. And perhaps this time apart for the two of you has been about doing your shadow work. So the pain that you've caused one another through this separation has triggered these old wounds within you that have made you come face to face with these darker aspects of yourself that you otherwise would not have healed or addressed. I feel that for many of you, this person is, more deeply entrenched in that shadow work than you are at present, but I feel you are also dealing with your own shadow work at this time. Any other clarifying cards? Any other clarifying cards? So, I'm getting, part of this person's shadow work for sure, and maybe it's you too, but definitely this person is their pride and their ego. This is someone I'm getting that is overly concerned with what other people think. And this creates a problem, because when you're too much in your ego, you're not in your heart enough. And in order to experience true love, you have to be in touch with your heart. You have to have an open heart chakra, which perhaps, is why some of you were drawn to choose this heart chakra stone. On some level, you know this about this person, that their heart chakra is blocked in their two in their ego, and this is what prevents them from coming towards you, even though they want to. Give us more clarity and guidance for option 2, for the people who have chosen option 2 regarding their love interest. We've got the Axe. Breakup, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment, abandonment. So some of you may have felt abandoned by this person, or this person has abandonment issues that keep them from allowing people to get too close to them. Perhaps this person would need to separate from another connection. If you know them to be in a third-party situation, could be the case. If not, this is talking about stopping this pattern of breaking up and making up. For some of you, this is a cycle or a pattern. If not with this person, then in general of being in relationships that you have difficulty letting go of. Maybe you have this on again, off again energy, or this person does in previous relationships. And it could be that this person feels that you're giving them the silent treatment, or vice versa. So take what resonates here. But it is speaking of a breakup and a separation. Any other messages for option 2 regarding their love interest? Any other messages for option 2 regarding their love interest, please? Not enough, frustrated in a relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear, ego issues, and jealousy. So this person, again, this is talking about their confidence issues, their fear, their ego issues. They do feel frustrated. They are self-sabotaging. They are somebody who gets jealous. There's a love call coming for you from this person. Someone expresses their love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. So either this person will call you, or they are really strongly feeling like calling you and expressing their love. They have a message of love for you. Some of you might receive a message from this person. They could be waiting for you to send them a message, but they are thinking of you, and they want you to know that. That's part of what they want you to know. That if you were on the same page right now, you would be receiving a message of love from them. And that they are thinking about you. Clearly, because they are coming out in all the readings, or at least in part. Any other messages for the collective who've chosen option 2 regarding this person, this love interest? Okay. And then some of them are looking at your photos and feel very nostalgic towards you and want to make new memories, okay? So let's see what their next move's going to be. For the love interest of option 2. What's their love interest's next move's going to be? What are their next moves going to be towards option 2, please? What are option 2's love interest's next moves going to be towards them, please? They are really wanting to come towards you with some sort of a love offer, but that they're not on the same page as you right now. So, you know, they just don't have that stability to offer you. So there is a delay to a new beginning here. They feel that if they were to come towards you now, it would be such a huge risk that it would likely backfire and that they need to wait for a better time. One more card on their next moves towards option 2, please. Anything else for option 2? Yeah, they are just, they are not mature enough to come towards you at this time. They're wandering aimlessly. They're kind of hanging in the breeze. They might be watching from a distance, looking at old photographs of you or anything that you have posted online. But that's about as much as of a move towards you as they can take, because, yeah, with these reversed Knights can talk about an offer or communication, but with them being in reverse, it's saying, you know, there's a block to that happening. Because of insecurity, because of indecision and a lack of ability to commit. It could be this person is not available to commit to you. And if he has deceived you or broken promises to you, then he knows that he would have to overcome that. But also, you know, any offer that he would make you now would not be trustworthy, would not be based in reality. He's just not in a good place. He can't commit right now, and would not even be, you know, would not be putting his best foot forward, would not be someone that who he would misrepresent himself to, because he doesn't even know who he is, basically. Even if his intentions were good, and I feel like his intentions are good, based on his messages to you, he couldn't follow through. So, he's too conflicted. Commitment, for whatever reason, is not an option. Has something to do with the kid, perhaps, or kids. And this person might need to grow up. They might be just sort of living in a fantasy world, you know, where they just are content almost to just fantasize about you from afar than do anything about it. And we know that, you know, with that Fool, and Fool is Aquarius energy, so they could have those traits, or it could be in their chart, but doesn't have to be. With that Fool, you know, I feel like they are restless and bored, and they want to have a new beginning with you, but it's just not the right time to act. So even though they, you know, say, you know, that I am coming back to you and our paths will cross again, they just don't think it is now the right time to act. And you wouldn't want this person back unless they were ready anyway, right? Because they would just wreak more havoc in your life that you don't need. So I feel like they know, like they don't doubt their feelings for you or the rightness of a path back towards you. It's just that they need to consider things carefully, the pros and cons, so that they don't walk off this cliff. There's something at risk here for your person, and I think it's beyond just your rejection, but something to do with a family situation or a living situation. So again, if you do hear from this person or deal with them, you know, want to take a really good hard look at them, because, you know, they might not be representing themselves truthfully. They may not be what you think they are. And you know, some of you will want to just let this person go for now, so you can experience more freedom of not having to worry about this person. And, you know, ironically, that is how you manifest, by putting out to the universe what you desire and then like letting it go and just forgetting about it. so you can have freedom in the meantime while this person figures out what they want to do. But they know they want to come back to you, just don't know how to do it or when they can do it. It's like in divine timing, right? They want to make sure that this time around they do it right by you and right by anybody else that they're dealing with, so that they don't have any more regrets, because we see that they have a lot of regrets. Okay. And with it being Mercury retrograde right now, a few of you might actually hear from this person, but you would need to question the truthfulness of this communication. And, again, I feel like you will be receiving contact from this person, but it will be delayed or postponed. And when it does come in, you're going to need to be cautious of it. And if you follow this person on social media, you want to be careful when you're sharing anything on social media. Make sure that what you're sharing is truthful, and also can't be misinterpreted in a negative way by this person. And beware that anything that you see of theirs could be misinterpreted at this time, because of the card of mixed messages, and also it being Mercury retrograde. But I feel like, yeah, this person is saying you're not on the same page, because they are in a fickle energy, and they are not in a place to offer you anything solid. And so your reconnection is postponed, whereas you are probably ready, and you're like, yeah, in a good place, and they are not. Okay. So let me do the same for you as I did for option 1. And get a message from your guides. We got a message or messages from your person, so let's get message from your guides regarding this connection. Angel, spirits, and guides, for those who have chosen option 2, what is the message from their guides that you would like them to know? What do their guides have to say about this connection? What does option 2's guides have to say about this love connection, please? We got restriction. Yeah, I do feel there is restriction in this connection in terms of your not being able to be together. And look at, there are little children sized cherubs around this person, making this, yeah, this person's got kids, or is being affected by children, and it could be, again, inner child. We've got this person with a lock around their head, and they've got, they feel it's actually showing a little person inside of their head that's like trapped inside of there, like behind bars. This is their inner self that's locked away, that they can't express because they have responsibilities. But I feel like their guides are trying to get through to them, trying to free them from their own restrictions, their joy guides. And your joy guides, as that can represent you. And the number on here is 28. So 28 might be significant, might be a birthday, or something's going to happen on the 28th of a month. Also, that breaks down to a 1. So in numerology, that's a 1 life path, or it could be a personality number or something to that effect. So if you want to look up your numerology, it could have some messages for you. The joy guides say, and I read from the book because I like the book. If you'd like to fast forward, if I could speak, to the charms, and you can do that. But yeah, the message from your guides is that the joy guides are tapping at your mind's door, hoping to open it and free you from the corner any narrow or presumptuous thinking on your part, maybe unwittingly backing you into. So you're being presumptuous in your thinking, so you might feel backed in a corner. You might feel restricted about this person because you can't let them go, or they're always constantly on your mind. Your joy guides are trying to get through to you. If you fall into the trap of running on too many assumptions or operating on unexamined preconceived notions, you quickly eliminate all your options, leading you to a damned if I do, damned if I don't cycle of frustration. Your joy guides playfully remind you to step back and notice where you're stuck. Perceptions might be attracting such frustration. They remind you that you're not stuck, but you're thinking you might be. And we did see with the victim card You know, that perhaps this is part of, you know, you're being victimized here, but holding your joy within you and feeling trapped in this situation. So I think that's just more guidance to get unstuck from that way of thinking, as you're reminded that you're not stuck. And stop your mental movie and take a commercial break. It's time for a fresh look and a new viewpoint on things. The best way to achieve this is to treat yourself to a heavy dose of humor and let it break through your unbearable dilemma. Your Joy Guide's counsel is, as always, the situation may be critical but not serious. Join them in reviewing the situation and laugh your way forward. So find the humor in the situation. It will raise your vibration and help you to manifest this situation the way you want it and faster, okay? At the very least, it'll put you in a good mood and get you out of this victim, you know, mentality if you're in it. And if you are this person's divine feminine, divine counterpart, then any healing that you do on yourself will be felt by them and will positively affect them. So let's do your charms. As I said in option 1, I do have an Amazon wish list now in my description box if you'd like to do an energy exchange donation. I have charms on there. We can get us some new charms. That is something I'm trying to do more. Okay, so for option 2, what are the charms for option 2? Yeah, things are not as bad as they seem with this, I wanted to say lucky clover. It's not a lucky clover. Oh my gosh. Yeah, anyways, it's been a long day. But see this big smile on his face or her face, and we just read that humor is an important part of the healing process in this connection. I feel like that's being indicated that that's what's going to bring you good luck here. 4-leaf clover. Good luck is coming to you with humor. So it's doubling down on that message. And then we've got be friend. Okay. So this is like the other half of a best friend necklace. Blue might be significant. Blue can speak to the throat chakra, communication, need to speak your truth and express yourself. Also looks like blue from a water, like an ocean or swimming pool. Water might be healing for you, some sort of hydrotherapy, taking a swim. But with this being half of a heart, I do think that it feels like you feel like you're half of a person. Of course, you're not. We're all, even us divine counterparts, are whole as individuals. But when you're without your divine counterpart, you know, it does make you feel like you're missing part of your heart. And this is showing that. I feel that your person feels this way as well. And so, to me, it almost means like be free. Which, you know, the cards did say that in order to help manifest this in the meantime, as you're not on the same page right now. But it could be talking about, you know, you guys being friends. Maybe you started off as friends first, or when this person comes back around, that's where you're going to have to start before you get this back on track. Then we've got contract. I might be mistaken, but didn't one of the cards talk about contract? I could have swore that one of these cards did talk about a contract. Confidence issues, fear issues. Interesting. Okay. Maybe it was in the first reading, another throwback to the first reading. But yeah, it says something about a contract. Well, that is going to drive me crazy. But, anyway, yeah. So there's a contract at play in this connection. It could be, you know, representing the signing of a contract in terms of a live-in situation, signing a lease together. Some of you might be getting a job that requires you to sign a contract, or the most obvious, you know, the contract of marriage. Okay, that could be potential in your future, and if this person is with someone else, this could be indicating that, or indicating, you know, divorce contract or divorce paper, signing of divorce papers. So take what resonates. The next we have another one from from option one. And in that reading, I said that this was the solar plexus chakra with the yellow color, and also yellow is a sign of friendship. So I feel like, again, that's where it would need to start, kind of light, when you reconcile with this person. Also, this speaks to the divine feminine, as it's a flower to me, and it's also, could be seen as a kind of engagement ring, as you see, this contract here. Could be talking about an engagement or a marriage, but I feel like, yeah, if not that, then like a promise ring. Could be that particular type of flower. What kind of flowers are yellow? Like daisies, sunflowers? Could be. And we've got the sun here. So the sun to me represents warmth, happiness. It can represent children. It represents the sun sign Leo. It represents the number 1 for me in numerology, which I'm pretty sure, like, yeah, the number 1 came out, didn't it? Yeah, for your restriction joy guides. So said, get outside, enjoy nature, get in the sun, get some vitamin D, enjoy yourself in these times apart. Maybe at some point you can go ahead and take a trip to the water and enjoy yourself, or you can do that with this person, perhaps after a honeymoon, but that seems like it's a long ways away. But or Leo could be in somebody's chart. You could have those traits. But it definitely suggests that you should be optimistic about the situation. Do feel and stay optimistic, especially if you want to manifest this person into your life, okay? And heal the things that need to be healed. Heal for you guys to move forward in this. But it will happen in divine timing. And some of you will get a call from this person. They certainly are thinking about you. And just remember the warnings that I said about any potential contact, okay? All right, thank you so much for tuning in. Option 2. If you liked it, please hit the like button and consider subscribing if you haven't already. If this resonated, leave a comment for me in the comment section down below. I would greatly appreciate that, as that does help to support the channel. I am still taking a limited number of personal readings, so if you would like one of those, see the description box below for details on how to get one. Moving on to option 3. All right, welcome option 3. Thanks for tuning in. For those of you who chose this little vial of gold vial here, representing a harmonizing effect, balancing of body, mind, and spirit, an improved mental attitude and emotional state, as well as willpower, energy, and focus. So your person says, I'm holding back my love for you. So this person's holding back their love for you. I'm going to do for you like I did for the first 2 options and pull a Romance Angels card right away to get some overall clarity and guidance, and help me get a feel for this connection. So think about your person. Angel spirits and guides, for those who have chosen option 3, please give us clear and accurate guidance regarding their connection. For those who have chosen option 3, please give us clarity and guidance for their connection. And this came out in the first option. Deception, someone was wearing a false self-mask in this relationship. So this could represent deception, self-deception. It could be anything from somebody who's pretending to be nicer than they are in order to keep somebody around, or outright lies. But if somebody is lying or being deceptive, this card says that it's because this person fears showing their true self. And so there has been some sort of deception here. So get some more messages from your person cards for option 3. For those who have chosen option 3, let's get some messages from their person, please. What else does this person want to tell them? What else does option 3's person want to tell them, please? They say that I'm empty without you. This person says they're empty. They're empty without you in my life. I'm empty without you in my life. Well, I imagine so. If they're deceiving themselves in a way that keeps them from being with someone they love, they say that they're holding back their love for you and they're empty without you. I'm coming back to you. This is the same card. I'm not even going to be mad about it. Somebody's love interest, or the collective's love interest, they want to hijack the reading. So there are slight differences between the readings, but yeah, I feel like the people who are attracted to watching my video are ones that are all along the same lines in terms of their energetic vibration, which makes sense. That's why they're attracted to me. But this person is persistent. They are coming back to you. So this is someone you are either physically or mentally or emotionally separated from, and they are coming back to you. I want to surprise you. So this person wants to surprise you. However they're going to come back to you, they want to surprise you. Maybe they're just a type of person that likes surprises or likes to surprise people. I mean, if it's been a really long time since you've dealt with this person, then any way that they come back will likely surprise you, right? We will cross paths again. They want you to know that they are coming back. You will cross paths again. I see myself in you, both the good and the bad. So at least this is a different message from the previous 2 piles. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, this is a little different, but it's just more elaborate than the previous 2. But they say that they see themselves in you, both the good and the bad. So let's get some love oracle cards. Angels, spirits, and guides, give us some more guidance for option 3, the collective who have chosen option 3 regarding their love interest. What's going on in this connection? Give us overall clarity and guidance for option 3 regarding their love interest, please. Butterfly, relationship evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child and growth. Okay, so yeah. I don't know why I'm getting social butterfly. This person might be a social butterfly, or that might be how they behave in order to gain acceptance from those around them. They feel that they have to flitter around like a butterfly. Or it could be you, but it could be vice versa. Take it how it resonates. I'm reading for thousands of people, so some parts of this might resonate, some parts might not. But if you are attracted to this reading, it's likely a message for you. So yeah, this relationship is evolving, basically, is what is happening here. It's moving to the next phase. There's a healing that's occurring for this person regarding their inner child. They're growing up. They're growing out of this need to hold back their feelings and this need to be deceptive. this need to wear a mask with that deception card. That's what I'm feeling from that. There's something that, they've kept from you, and it could be, well, we see that they've kept, their feelings, their love for you. They've held that back. And I feel like on some level you probably know this about this person. Perhaps that's what keeps you holding on to them, despite outside circumstances, how things appear between you. I feel like this person is under protection by their guides with this. You see this angel here over this person's head. They are being guided. That their angels are trying to help them to open their heart and let them know that it's safe for them to express themselves. They are protected. So I feel like they are getting clear guidance regarding this connection that's resulting in it moving up to the next level, resulting in them coming back to you and you guys crossing paths again. And I feel like there's also a message for you regarding the evolution of this connection, that if you pray on it, pray to your guides so that you can easily notice and understand any clear guidance that they have for you with regard to this connection and how to move it forward. That they will do that. That they will give you. They will make the signs and their guidance more easy for you to notice and to understand. Because I feel like sometimes, we get a lot of signs, or we think it's a sign, but we doubt whether it's really what we think it is. If you pray on that for more clarity and the ability to trust in the signs that you're seeing regarding this connection, I feel your angels will help you with that. I feel like your person is being guided this way. And that, if you're the one that's held back your feelings from this person, or if you resonate at all with deceptive energy, even if it's just being overly nice to this person, in the past or in the present, for them to like you better, you're being asked to be more genuine with this person for better or worse. I mean, they already see the good and the bad in themselves, so there's something about you that you're reflecting to them that they see, or at least, according to them. So be genuine. And when it feels safe, when you feel guided to, discuss your true feelings with this person, even though it might be uncomfortable, because that's what they're being guided to do. And that will improve your relationship on many levels. So when you get the chance to have that conversation, just, be mindful of that advice. But of course, if you're the one that's always given to the situation, you're always the one expressing yourself first or most, then let this person do it first. And that's what I'm getting. So what other messages from the Love Oracle do we have regarding option 3? Option 3's love interest. Let's get more overall clarity and guidance, please. Mirror, yeah, it makes sense, because this person sees you, both the good and the bad, sees himself in you. The mirror says that you're mirroring each other. This is about self-image. Relationships reflect our wounds and introspection. So this person sees good in you. That helps them to see the good in themselves. And when they see things they don't like in you, that helps remind them of the wounds that they themselves have, that they need to work on. And I feel like it's related to self-image. They could even be projecting. You might not be the type that cares a whole lot what other people think. But I feel like your person is. Or, maybe you are the one that cares too much what people think, and they're not. But some way or another, they're seeing, reminders of things that they'd like to work on within themselves. So this is a soulmate relationship, likely a higher level relationship, perhaps a twin flame connection, especially if option 2 resonates with you as well. And there is a sense of you guys mirroring each other, and it has to do with like your self-image. Perhaps your self-image needs work, or you've been too focused on your self-image, or this person has been too focused on their self-image. There's some difference of opinion with regard to self-image. Okay? And that's part of the spiritual work of why you guys came together, why you're having this connection, why you're having these conflicts, to work out those old wounds, which is very typical of any sort of soulmate relationship, really, to trigger those things in one another, to see the good and the bad in one another in order to address those and do your shadow work. What other messages from the Love Oracle do we have for option 3, please, regarding their love interest and regarding these messages? Girl talk, time with friends, moving on, happily single, living in the moment, having fun. Okay? So I feel like, for those of you who are feminine, mostly women watch this channel, but even if you aren't, there is this perception that you are having fun, you've moved on, that you're happily single, living in the moment. And so, congratulations if that's true, or maybe that's the image that you're projecting to this person. That is a deception that perhaps, makes it difficult for them to step up and reveal their feelings towards you. Maybe they just see you having a good old time with your girls or your boys, and so they think, what do they have to offer you? Their life is empty without you. So they figure, they have to do something big to get your attention since you're having all this fun. I hope sincerely you are having a lot of fun, right? Being in a higher vibration, the vibration of fun helps you to get more of what you want in your life. But, if you're laying it on pretty thick, putting on a show, being deceptive to try to mess with this person or make them jealous, maybe you want to lay off that a little bit, because I don't think you're really fooling them. But if you're genuinely having a good time, keep it up. That's what I feel guided to tell you. Let's get one more Love Oracle card, clarifying option 3's love connection. Okay, 2 wanted to come out. Girl with a snake, empath and narcissist paradigm, being charmed or used, enable boundaries. Okay. So for some of you, this is the dynamic. Empaths attract narcissists because narcissists are takers and empaths are givers. Okay. We've got the mirror that talks about somebody who likes to look in the mirror a lot, like narcissist, and in deception, this person is wearing a mask. That's like a key trait of narcissisms, or narcissists and narcissism. But I feel like they are being guided out of this. However, follow your own intuition with regard to how to proceed in this connection. Don't let yourself be charmed or used by this person. Make sure you maintain your boundaries. And if if you are an enabler to this person, if that's the way that you sort of get them to care about you or act like they care about you, or do what you want them to do, is to like enable them or let them have their way or let them get away with BS, so they'll stick around, you're guided to not do that. That's the only way this person is going to learn, is for you to maintain your boundaries. Okay? Say no when you need to, and don't worry about, if they're not going to like you or not, because this person they do like you a lot. They're holding back their love for you. And the dragonfly, be lighthearted, finding out, things coming to light, adapt, change, and heal. So I feel like, again, you're being lighthearted, you're having a good time. If not, then you're guided to do so, as by doing that's going to help you to heal. It's going to help this paradigm change. This girl with the snake paradigm, it's going to help that to change, and it's also going to help some things come to light. You're going to find some things out about this person and this connection. Perhaps it could be that you find out, some of what they have deceived you about, or it could be, you just find out what I've already told you, that their life is empty without you, and they're holding back their feelings for you. But there's something that you're going to find out, and you're going to find that out faster. Maybe find out what the surprise is that they have for you, but you're going to find that out faster by being in that higher vibrational energy. Okay, before I forget, let me pull some Mystic Moon oracles on this. Get some more overall clarity and guidance for option 3, please. Overall clarity and guidance for option 3 and their person, their love interest. Please and thank you. We've got barrier. So there might be a barrier here. I'm not sure what that barrier is. Let's look. Besides this person just, hiding behind a mask. Some of you might know what that is. I feel like, yes, this person is likely involved in another situation, perhaps a third party, or something that interferes with the connection, family, friends, or work. But I'm getting for some of you, there is some competition here. And this does resonate with, with option 1 and 2. There being competition, even between the two of you. The need to be careful here. But if there was a question in your mind about whether or not, this reading was resonating with you, or whether or not, this person, whatever your question was as you're watching this reading, perhaps about what this barrier is, the answer is yes. It'll be different for each of you. Understanding. I feel like, yeah, you're going to experience or learn something is going to come to light that helps to increase your understanding about this connection. And at that time, I feel that you will refocus. And this refocus, it will have to do with breaking through your barriers, not dealing with, any sort of deception or putting up with any deception, having a real awakening and an enlightenment about what you need to let go in order to reach your highest potential, what you need to release. The divine masculine, if some of you are holding on too tight to this person, especially if you're in no contact or no communication, then you need to release, the divine masculine in order for him to come back to you. Some of you might just release him, period, if he truly is like a textbook narcissist, which there is no cure for, but I don't remember the statistics on that off the top of my head. I don't think it's that high, but a lot of people have narcissistic tendencies in our society, unfortunately. But this is something you need to tune into your own intuition and decide for yourself what you need to release, but it does... I feel that it does have to do with the divine masculine, and you will awaken to that and know what it is that you need to release regarding him or her. It could be her. Winter comes out. Somebody could have been born in winter, or something of significance could have happened in winter, or it could be winter time before anything happens or moves forward in this connection. But we do have a fresh start, so probably, in winter there'll be a fresh start in this connection, but until then things are going to be on pause, unfortunately. And I feel like this is in order for you to release those things which do not serve you, have a good time, raise your vibration, focus on yourself, make sure that this is what you truly want, come to an understanding about, that, and whether or not this person is going to fit into your boundaries, if they're going to abide by those and show you the respect that you deserve. I say that because of the girl with the snake card and the sense of somewhat, this deception or self-deception on one or both of your parts, particularly on this divine masculine's part. But I'm getting, that there's something that divine masculine needs to let go of as well. So what is the divine masculine's next move? What is option 3's person's next move, please? What is option 3's person next move? Well, their next move is they need to take a break. Because whatever they're doing in their life with that 4 of Swords, and especially with that 8 of Wands too, they are not getting enough rest, and they're burning the candle at both ends. And this is not good because they have decisions to make, they have inner work to do, and if they are not taking the necessary solitude to be introspective, to think about what it is that they need to release and how they're going to come forward to surprise you and just like do the healing that's necessary for them to heal, to do the things they say they want to do towards you, well then, that's counterproductive with that Four of Swords in reverse. Because it says this person needs, rest, but they're not taking it. And so they might be having some money issues with that card. You might be having trouble at work, like meeting the demands of their workplace. There's a sense of like they're running on empty here. And yeah, I feel like, it is also about, taking a break or a temporary separation from someone in order to heal old wounds and gain clarity and work on yourself. So a lot of them are gaining clarity and working on themselves. And then, after they're done doing that with that Eight of Wands, they could very well communicate with you. And it could come out of nowhere. It could happen very fast with that Eight of Wands, because it talks about action and excitement, urgency and new experience. It also talks about having a lot of passion towards you. I feel like it's going to happen, though, in a time when their life is very busy, or your life is very busy. And I feel like, it's going to be when the universe sort of pushes you guys together and kind of arranges things to happen, like you won't even see it coming. So it will be, overwhelming and exciting for both of you. But it will be inspired, by spirit. There will be a sense of confidence on both of your sides that things could turn out very well here for the two of you, but it will require risk on both of your parts to break out and take a risk. And particularly this person, they need to break free from something, and need to let go of that which does not suit them any longer. Release whatever it is that does not suit them any longer in order to come towards you. And I feel like it could be I feel like with the Eight of Wands, it's saying that that's what they will do. They will take action. It will be passionate and exciting, and it could happen all of a sudden, and it could sweep you off your feet. It could even result in like a hasty marriage for a couple of you. And then we've got that High Priestess card in reverse. So part of what is going to be broken out of is just the silence, this period of no communication for those of you who are in no communication. Because as far as like, what their next move is going to be towards you, it's this off and on energy, right? With her in the upright is talking about somebody who is reserved and has a lot of knowledge about the spiritual nature of this connection. Her in reverse is saying, there's a blockage to that. So I feel like while this person, is healing their wounds and they're going to take some sort of passionate action or make some sort of passionate communication towards you, then there's this period of retreat once again, as this person, struggles with locking their authentic self away in the basement again. And if it's you, then take it, for you. But I feel like this is because this person, whoever this High Priestess in reverse is hesitant to look too deeply in themselves. So they hide their true selves from others because of fear of judgment or disapproval. And could be somebody that is too introverted and needs to break out of themselves. So could be this person is breaking out of themselves. Well, we see that with the Eight of Wands. If it happens too quickly, some of you might, you might choke. So be wary of that. If this person comes in, surprises you, it's a whirlwind, you feel inspired and all of this, and then, you start to hide yourself again. I feel like some of the viewers are going to do that. And you might be the one that's going to refuse to engage in the relationship fully, especially if, you haven't discussed and had conversation about what's gone wrong in the past and what your plans are for the future. Some of you are more reserved and you need to have a plan. You need to understand what's going to happen here, and that is real this time. So, yeah, that's what I'm getting from that. And, for some of you, this person comes, you know, especially if they are narcissistic, they move too quickly and then they hit a wall, like their energy just plummets. Like they come in all inspired, and then it's like they shut down again. So take that how that resonates. There is potential, for conflict, and this person continued conflict about revealing their true self to you, and keeping it up over the long haul. It might be easy to reveal enough of their true self to get you, back on the hook, and then they go back to retreating again. And again, that could be for you, because this is a general reading. So let's get your charms. For option 3, what are the charms for option 3, please? Okay. We've got a boar here. So somebody might be born in the year of the boar. So you could look that up, Chinese astrology. That, I think the Western counterpart for that is Scorpio. So it could be speaking to some scorpionic energy. The people who are born in the year of the boar are usually very smart, usually very shrewd, good with money. They're charming, but they have a temper, quite a temper, so a bit moody. Then we've got this, looks like this pendant. So this color yellow represents the solar plexus chakra, which has been big in all of the readings. To me, this represents it starting again as friends. Perhaps, you receiving a gift with that bow, but also, this color is for November, which kind of goes along with the boar, or the scorpionic energy of the boar. So, take that take it for resonates. Something significant could happen in November. We saw that winter was one of the cards that came out, so it could be, that things start getting moving, or something significant happens for this connection in November. And then we've got this little chandelier here, this little dangly chandelier type earring, which I think this speaks to gaining clarity and getting to the point of the connection, like communicating in a way that is clear, and understanding that your communication and your interactions will be multifaceted. Like, there's a lot of layers that you guys need to work through with regard to this connection, but I feel like it's optimism about getting to the point, having clarity and clear communications. Let's get a couple more. We've got, it's one of these little guys that you find in the ocean. It's a fossil, I think. I know you find them in the ocean. I don't remember what they're called. If anybody remembers what they're called. So this is talking about the oceans. Oceans typically symbolize deep emotions, and it could symbolize you guys going on a trip to the ocean, or maybe one of you lives near the ocean or likes to go to the ocean. We've got the contract. So, contracts could be signing of leases, divorces, and marriages. I'm thinking marriage because we got this little ring again, that while it's not a traditional diamond ring in terms of an engagement, it could represent something along those lines. It's sort of whimsical and feminine. This person could surprise you with flowers or a gift. A piece of jewelry as a gift. Hopefully nothing, if they come back with a piece of jewelry and you haven't been in contact in a long time, then that's probably moving a little too fast. But they could potentially show up with a gift. And then we've got this little angel here. This little Cupid, little angel, is saying that this connection is guided. Okay? And I think this playing music. Okay, so you know, there might be some songs that you guys have in common, or music that you're going to hear on the radio that have some messages for you regarding this connection. But you know, your guides or angels could be communicating with you through music. But I also feel like this is like the Cupid on the deception card, you know, talking again that, you know, you are being guided. It's safe for you to trust the guidance that you receive from spirit, and this person is being guided as well. Alright, option 3, thank you so much for tuning in, and I appreciate that. And if you liked it, please hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Leave me a comment in the comment section if this resonated. And thank you for supporting my channel. I appreciate that. And if you would, you know, like I said in the previous 2 videos, I'm starting to do the charms now. You know, if you'd like to do an energy exchange donation, my link to my wish list on Amazon is in the description box below. There's some charms on there that I'm going to get. So, yeah. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. Check out my Instagram. I have an energy checkup Instagram reading that I posted a few days ago. You might want to go ahead and check that out. And I will talk to you next time.